Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Skillet coming to you from X4 Foundations. And look at this. You saw that guy land over there? Oh, he's taking off. Landing pad 6. Look at that. Look. The Boron stations are just so beautiful, right? And we're in the representative's office, right? Yeah. He's got quite a view, right? 7 landing pads, the blue hue.
Awaiting orders.
Gosh, it's not like your Terran stations, which are all round and white and clean and blah. This has curves. It has cool lighting. It has boron. But today we're going to talk about getting into a mid-game mindset. And that's all going to be starting with your basics. And when I say basics, I mean basic station builds, or what I call your savings accounts. Because what these do, these can provide you money with little to no overhead. And that's really kind of dependent on you. Now, the first one we're going to talk about is the easiest, and it's going to be an energy producer. So energy cells. You literally can build that station. People will go to it for the energy cells and then leave. Now, one problem with that is they go to you for that trade. You don't go to them. If you want rep with that faction, you need to attach traders to then sell your energy cells to that faction. Now, easy, right?
Awaiting orders.
Let's say you watch the first video, how to start things to think about, then you watch the second one, how to start piracy. You've got the building blocks right there for this now. You did your crystal mining. Maybe you upgraded your ship. You have some miners. They're doing their mining thing. They're providing you some passive income. You said, well, why don't I expand that? But I don't have enough money to really buy a trader. So let's pirate a trader. Or let's say you did some crystal mining. You upgraded your ship, and then you just went straight into piracy. You got people to bail from their ships. And then you used that ship or you sold that ship. Well, guess what? If you're pirating ships and you're using those ships, you've already got this down. Because all you have to do is refit. Part 1, little overhead. Second, construction costs. It doesn't take a whole lot to start constructing stations. Your basic station, we'll do this, 64,000. So what? That's the plot right there. It's 64,000 for the boron. I got to buy the license for that plot and hit continue. And then I have one preloaded. Boom. It fits. Basic plot. Start getting a little money. Now, I actually already have an energy station, so we're going to get rid of Kingdom End's plot. And we are going to go to that energy station. We are Sigeris. Now, here, this was a test station, because Sigeris has a whole bunch of sunlight. It's over 100%, which is what you want to look for. You want 100% or more. Sigeris fits that. Sigeris also only has one other power station. Commonwealth solar panels are a little better than Terran solar panels. They produce more or faster. One of the two, I honestly don't remember. But this station is your basic bones station. This literally has my starting stuff. So my starting modules. I have two standard docks for 2 spots for a medium trader. The E dock for large traders. At first, I didn't have traders with this station. Sigeris was coming to me to purchase my energy cells, which doesn't garner me any rep with Sigeris. I added 2 traders. Right now, there's only one because the other one, God God rest their soul, they died. They died in the void due to a xenon attack. We did hold a vigil at the gates. And, well, he's good. Dead, gone. Doesn't matter now. And now that the trader's there, that trader's going to trade with Sigaris and then provide me rep. Now, if you've already started trading and mining, you're going to know that your traders and miners won't deal with the station if they don't have any knowledge about that station. So, advanced satellites are almost a necessity, but you can also use your little scout ship or another ship that you get to
awaiting orders,
to revisit known stations to get updated information. It's however you want to do it, because I know advanced satellites can be super expensive sometimes, so I understand. I've seen them over 100,000 a pop, and that's just because they didn't have the wares to produce them. So if you have a little scout in a sector, revisit's totally fine. But let's say you start small. One of my starting spots typically is second contact. I don't have anything built here yet. What I'll do here at second contact is I'll do one of the basic things, which is ore. I will take ore, refine it into refined metals, and then sell those refined metals. If you've already pirated miners, you already have the miners for it. If you've pirated traders, you already have the traders. You don't have to buy them. Just refit. Refit, attach it to the station. It'll do the work for you. Now, if you're going to do any of the building block materials, which is any of the gases, which is antimatter cells, graphene, supercoolant fluid. And then you have silicon wafers, you have refined metals, and then you have water. If you're doing any of those, you can turn off your station buying the material or minerals from outside sources. So you can make it a closed loop system. You can literally provide your own materials, produce energy cells, and then produce the ware. And that's how I'm going to encourage you to do it, because it's going to save you money. Because if your station has to buy the material, that's cutting into its station budget. If you have to buy the energy cells, any of the necessities to make the ware, you're cutting into that budget. And let's go back to Mr. Energy Guy here. And its budget for this energy station, there's no limit to this station's wallet. This is my savings account. If I spend my 33 million, I have another 12 million I can take from. I have another 12 million because there is no overhead for this station. I produce everything that this station needs, which is literally energy cells. And any of the basic building block stations, refined metals, silicon wafers, antimatter cells, graphene, superfluid coolant, all it needs is that basic mineral and energy. So all you have to do is add solar panels to that station, add storage for container and liquid, depending on what you need. Gas is going to be liquid. Rock is, solid. I don't know why solid and container are two different things, but it is, no matter what. You need the storage modules for each, and then it does its thing. It produces its own. You don't have to worry about buying things to make it work. But not only that, whatever you're building, antimatter cells, graphene, supercoolant fluid. I'm never going to get that right. That will be dispersed throughout your sector and or sectors and has the potential to affect the economy universe-wide. I'm going to say that because if you build somewhere in the basic universe, so basic universe is from Antigone Memorial, Heretic's End. There's another sector up here. Let's take off the mining. There's another sector above Silent Witness. And there's a few more sectors over here. But most of them are within five sectors or 5 gates of the Ring Highway. So if you produce something over here in Second Contact or Second Contact 2 Flashpoint for the Graphene or Supercoolant fluid, I'm not going to get that right. Tongue-tied self. You affect the wider universe because it's just a trip to a trade station. It's just a trip to a trade station. And that trade station trades with everything else around it. So not only do you start making yourself money, but you start providing the building blocks for everything else in the universe. Which is going to get you to a point where mid-game, you are going to have the infrastructure to start doing everything on your own that gets you then to late game. And to play around with these stations, all you have to do, looking up for no reason, click New Game, Station Design Simulator, play around with it, save your blueprint however you like it. Then all you have to do is go back to your universe, put down a plot, make it as big as you need, open up your save station, plop it in. That's it. Get comfortable. Get comfortable with the Station Design Simulator. Design those stations, play around with it. It doesn't have to be beautiful. You don't have to be meticulously angular about it. Make it work. You can change it later. Then what you can do is you can just add on to that existing station for anything else that you need. You can have a basic blueprint for energy. Then you can build upon that basic blueprint for energy for refined metals, graphene, supercoolant fluid. Again, whatever those building blocks are, because those building blocks go into everything else. Antimatter cells go into a plethora of things. Refined metals, hull parts. The only difference from refined metals, dependent on the faction, is going to be the Talati. Talati don't use refined metals. They use Talatiadium. Now, is it a weaker metal? I don't know. But it is named differently. So, I question it by that. Because everybody else uses refined metals. Why can't you, little lizard guys? Even our squid boys uses refined metals. You don't see them producing cartilage panels. Egosoft, if you watch this video, please do not take that. Don't take that as a suggestion. Don't. Please. I like things as simple as they are. I know you've seen one of my videos. You've commented. Don't take that as a suggestion. Thank you. But these are the basic building blocks. As long as you can get these down, you're going to be fine. You're going to produce your own money. You can start building your own... You can start buying more ships. You can start refitting ships. And then once you get into that, into the groove, you're going to be into mid-game, and you might not even know it. But mid-game is going to be another video. This is that gear up, that one step above how to start, right? You're getting in a little groove. You're figuring things out. You might be having some trouble keeping ships alive. Have the station. Get that passive income from an energy station. You know what? You see that there's a lack of refined metals for hull parts? Add a refined metals onto that station. Build your own. Add more storage. Easy. This is that mentality. Because mid-game is going to be finding a lot more of that for a whole lot of different wares. But that's what we're going to get into next. This is going to be Skillet signing out for now. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening, afternoon, morning, whenever you watch. I'll see you guys again.